Hi everyone, I thought I'd show you the flower garden. It's really blooming beautifully. I'm going to show you a little close up now. But yeah, these are my dried flowers. Well, they're not dried yet, but they will be. And then I've got tomatoes in the background there. And then I've got some potatoes that are growing in pots. So I'll just give you a little close up. Okay, so these are the statice. It's a fly. The bees are loving it though, absolutely loving this. Loads of little bees. Then we've got over here, this was a random one, I didn't plant this one. This was from last year, I think. These are my straw flowers. Now this is actually ready to pick, so what you're meant to do is pick them when they have not fully opened, and then when they dry, they just start to open up. So there's loads of pink ones here, and I think this one with the little fly on is a little bit overdone. I should have picked it earlier. So they're beautiful. There's a few yellow ones over there. Now this statice is ready to be picked because it's completely open. It's got this lovely papery feel to it. So it's almost like it's a dried flower already. And because all the little petals have opened up, I know that that one's ready to pick. Whereas these here, these are just coming through and they are brand new, so I've got to wait for them. And then the ones, let me see if I can find you some ones that are still a little bit young. Maybe this one. Yeah, so this one is not opened up just yet. Can you see the little flowers? And again, this is what kind of the next stage it gets to. And they're like little trumpets in a way. They kind of just open right up and end up looking like that. But yeah, so they've got a couple of different shades of them, mainly pinky purples. And then this is yarrow. Now, not overly impressed. I mean, like, it's lovely, don't get me wrong, it's beautiful. But I've been drying it and it doesn't dry exactly how I thought it would, and it's not awful, but yeah, I will show you later. So again, I think this one's called Summer Pastels. I kind of got a bit of a variety. Now there's some yellow and some white, and I mean, it's like a bit of a jungle in here, to be honest. I overplanted far too much stuff, so as you can see, it's an absolute mess. This is larkspur. Again, I didn't plant this one here. This has popped up from last year, so I love it when I get free flowers. So I will dry them. Now they do dry nicely, but I don't know, I'm not overly impressed with them. They've got a few gaps in between, so when you dry them, yeah, I don't know. We'll see. They're all slightly different, aren't they? And then there's more larkspur here, very dark purple. Now the potatoes here, they have been in the ground since March, and they are, I mean, we've had like 4 heat waves, haven't we? So they're properly cooked, I think. And I could probably take them out now, to be honest, but I tend to, like, that one's properly dead, isn't it? Let's pull that out, see what's, yeah, so this is all just like finished. But I might wait a couple more weeks, let them cook a little bit longer, and then I'll dig them up. And then these are my free tomatoes. Look how many I've got. That's the great thing about having heat, because the tomatoes are loving this weather. Again, it's just gone a little bit crazy. I've just left them to do their thing, really. Now, I should be staking these sort of back a bit. I'm probably cutting off a load that just don't need, there's a lot of foliage here that I don't need. And there's some lovely, beautiful tomatoes. I'm going to leave them for a little bit longer because they're a bit green still. Well, greeny orangey. I like it when they're really red. But yeah, I can't believe how many I've got. It's just incredible. It goes right over the neighbour's fence. So I'm sure she'll enjoy some as well. There's a couple down there, but the problem is I can't really get to them because I stupidly overplanted the whole patch. This one here is a little yellow straw flower, so that one needs picking as well. And then you can see there's another one starting to come up there. And then this one here, look at this. It's another free plant. I didn't even plant this one, I don't think. They've just popped up from last year, which is great. And there is one right in the middle. You see those little yellow flowers. That's another tomato plant that's popped up that I've been given for free. So, and then this one here, I can't remember what it is. So if I can zoom in, because I can't actually make it over there. Now, I got this one because it was a bit unusual. And it kind of gave a little bit of a feathery, fluffy look. I'm not overly in love with it. I'm really not sure what it's meant to look like. But that is the only one that is growing. I cannot see any more. I think the rest of them have died. And I can't remember what it's called, because a load of them just didn't work out very well. Like, a lot of them died very young. So I only planted the ones that was left with. But the ones that have been absolutely brilliant is the Statice, which is this, you know, purpley one that I was showing you. The straw flowers, they've been amazing. The yarrow has done okay. I'm not sure I'll grow it again. I'll have to see what it looks like in one of my dried flower wreaths. And the larkspur, I can't remember if I grew it or not, actually. Well, I definitely didn't grow that pink one, but yeah, that might have been from last year. I can't remember if I grew them this year. I'll have to look back at the videos, as in planted the seed myself. Anyway, I want to show you the larkspur, because what I did do from last year, you see I've not picked these in time, but that's fine. They've all got tangled up. Now this purpley one here, look, you've got these little trumpets, and can you see the little dried flower parts? They've got loads of seeds in there, so you can pick them and just sprinkle them out. Let's see if I can do it with one hand. Ooh. Oh, it's quite hard with one hand, actually. Let me do it on the side here. But you get loads of tiny little ones just in this little trumpet. So I've been leaving them to dry. And I might give them to some friends, actually, just because I'm going to constantly have larkspur seeds, and they are a beautiful flower to have in your garden. Look, that's just one from one little pod. So that's my larkspur. And I need to pick these. I'm going to show you where I've been putting them once I've picked them, and show you kind of how I've been drying them. But yeah, really chuffed. It's just lovely to see a lot of growth going on, almost too much growth. But hopefully I'll have quite a few flowers by the end of the year, end of the summer, to be able to play with in the autumn and winter with all my wreaths. So that's the flower patch. Now, one thing I didn't say was, in my pots, these are the pots that I put the bulbs in, and they were lovely. The bulbs were beautiful in spring, really enjoyed them. But then we had this whole just period of time where there was just nothing coming up. Now, something is coming up here. Oh, focus. I don't know what it is. Very exciting. I didn't get the alliums come through. There were some alliums that I planted right at the bottom. They have not come through. Anyway, what I've done now is I went to Farmer Gracie again, and I've bought some flowers that I thought I could put on the top. Now, these ones actually were my Honesty. I grew these from seed. This is Honesty, and it was dying, but I think it's coming back to life. These are the ones that hopefully will give me those lovely white kind of, what do they call them, white shiny dollar classic dried flower, and they look pearlescent, they look really pretty. They're actually they're a purple flower to start with, and then they turn into, if you leave them to dry, they'll turn into these little white pearly discs, and that's what I actually am growing them for. This here is Chinese lantern. Again, you can dry your Chinese lanterns. I've never actually grown them before, so let's see how that goes. I think this is a begonia, but I just love that flower. Another one there, look. Absolutely beautiful. Some around here as well, just starting to pop out. I haven't got a clue what this one is, can't remember, but it's giving me a little pink dainty flower there. And I've got some extra ones over here. This is more Chinese lantern, and then my mother-in-law gave me some of this, and we're hoping that this ivy will just sort of trail down and look pretty. Again, can't remember what these are called. I think this is begonia because of the leaves, and I'm excited to see what this little dude is going to look like as well. So watch this space. So basically the bulbs are still in there. I've left them in. Hopefully we'll see them again next spring. But because they were looking a little bit sad, there was nothing else happening. I didn't quite make it. I think we got to June, and then July and August there was not really anything popping up, which is a bit weird because I thought I'd bought the right bulbs. Anyway, I've stuck some things on the top because it means that there's something else to look at now. And then over here we have my Herbie garden. This is sage, which is doing extremely well. I've never really used it, if I'm honest. We've got lavender here. This is not the best place for it. It needs to be put in the sun. And the guinea pig cage is right by it. And then this, I think, is thyme. And I just don't use it, but I want to use it. So that's my little Herbie garden. I need to dry them off. And the other thing I wanted to show you was the sweet peas. Now, these were doing all right, and then the heat got to them and I didn't water them well enough. But they are absolutely stunning. They were better than this. And the more you pick, the more you get. And I wasn't very good at doing that. Busyness and yeah, everything got in the way. And I tried to stake them up. My plan is to do it better next year, and I want this whole thing to be covered in pink. But look at the state of it. It hasn't worked out. But what I've done is I've left it because you get the seed pods again. So I don't need to buy any, and then they twist. Look at this. Oh, sorry, that happened a bit quick. And so I'm keeping all the seeds for this sweet pea plant, and then I can just plant them next year and not have to buy any more. But they go really dry and crispy. And I thought, because I've not been very good at looking after them, I'm just going to leave them to go to seed. So there's one there. And they're quite clever because as soon as you pick them and you just pop them, they pop, and then the whole thing sort of twists open. I love it. Love a bit of nature. So I've been collecting them in a little pot. What else did I need to show you? Let me see, there might be something else as well, but that's the sweet peas. Oh, these ones down here. I'm probably late in doing these. I put some chilli seeds in some soil, and I've got thousands of chilli plants. I don't know whether I'm going to see a chilli. That would be quite fun if we do. They're all in a little line because we didn't know quite where else to put them. So watch this space for the chillies. The other thing I want to show you was these beautiful, I think they're, is it a Michaelmas daisy? I'm not really sure, but they are lovely. I could probably dry them as a pressed flower. And then this here is actually starting to go pretty pink now. These are all free plants because my mother-in-law gave them to me from her garden. This one here was from a job that my husband was on. I think they were dying where he was working, and he tried to save it. Now this thing here looks an absolute mess. Look at it, poor thing, it's very dead, but I really hope it grows back. It has when it's actually in its glory, like, it has the most beautiful yellow flowers, and I've been collecting the seed from it because it's meant to sort of travel, the seed's meant to travel quite well and go everywhere, and apparently they come up all over your garden once you've got them in. I'm going to put it on the screen what they are because I can't remember, but they're really bright yellow and they're really pretty, lots of little tiny little clusters of yellow flowers, but it looks like it's totally gone, just gone to seed. But I have been collecting the seeds, so hopefully I'm going to get some more of this and stick it elsewhere in the garden. Now these were looking really nice. If you know the names, put it in the comments because I was too busy to write down the names. But these are meant to be quite good for dried flowers as well, I think. I'm not sure. Anyway, they looked really pretty and pink before, but they've gone very sad now. I think they've had enough of being pretty and pink. So yeah, they did look really beautiful, and I'm going to leave them in the ground. The things that I've bought, these were the ones that I bought actually. I have only bought ones that are going to grow back each year. I don't know what this is going to do, or the Michaelmas Daisy, got no idea, but they were free. And that was free as well. So we'll see. I'm hoping that they do come back. But yeah, we're getting there. A little bit of colour coming. Sorry I didn't take any video footage of when it was really colourful, because that would have been nice. So these are all the little sweet peas that I've been saving. Really excited about them. So I'm definitely going to keep some for myself. But if I get enough, I'm going to put them in a little envelope and give them to some people as a gift. The gift of flowers. So that's my plan for them. And I've also got, and these are a lot smaller, I've also got this. This is from the dead yellowy flower that I just showed you that wasn't yellow at all. Yeah, I really, really like those flowers. So I've tried to grab as much seed as I can to try and grow it, and apparently it should again just keep growing back each year. So I'm just trying to put colour in the garden really. So yeah, let's have a go. And this is my dried flower arrangement. Yeah, you think it's funny, don't you? I've got the baby mum. So I hang it up here and just leave it until I usually turn the light off. There's some roses there. Yeah, and just let them do their thing. A couple of weeks. Oh, sorry, just put the baby down. Couple of weeks and they will be good to be using. And I got this beautiful stick from the New Forest. I didn't pick it off a tree. It was just on the ground, and I asked if I could take it home with me. But yeah, I think they look really beautiful. I've also collected some Gypsophilia. This was just, I think it was a bouquet of flowers. Let me show you also. Yeah, it was a bouquet of flowers because these ones came in there. I just try and experiment with things really and see what dries. Now that I don't think looks very nice. I don't know, some people might like that. Oh no, it's all coming off now. These are not too bad. Little purpley ones. These are the straw flowers. Now these are amazing because they really hold their colour. Where's the yarrow? Let me find it. Oh, there it is. Here it is. Yarrow. Now this is the yarrow I'm talking about. Can you see how tiny it's gone? It's very, very small compared to what it is in reality. So I don't know, maybe I just didn't put it upside down quick enough. But yeah, and then the larkspur, oh dear, they're all falling apart now. The larkspur here, it is lovely and it keeps the colour really well, but there's lots of little gaps in there, which I'm not a massive fan of. Roses, this is more larkspur. We'll see, it might look really pretty in arrangement. The statice is absolutely loads of it. I've probably done too much here actually. There's a couple of bunches, sorry, my daughter's being really noisy now. She's got my tap shoe on. Oh, and you're down. So yeah, there's the pink larkspur. It's just if I put that in a wreath, I don't know what it's going to look like with all these gaps. Might have to be a bit clever. But the statice has probably been the winner. Just how much I've ended up getting from that plant. But it looks pretty as well, so it's quite nice to have something. They're all free, you know, I've obviously bought the seed, but now I've got the seed, I can always just keep on planting them up each year, and then drying them up here. So yeah, that's my little dried flower wall.